A man is arrested at Delhi airport for posing as a pilot. Singapore Airlines extends flight times to avoid Middle Eastern conflict, and a Delta flight has an emergency slide deployed mid-flight. All that and more today on the Morning Departures. Our top story today, a man was arrested at Delhi airport for impersonating a Singapore Airlines pilot. The impersonator, identified as 24-year-old Sangeet Singh, was spotted by Central Industrial Security Force, CISF, while walking in the airport skywalk, which he had done multiple times. He had allegedly created fake credentials on an online program and bought the uniform from a Dwarka store. Singh apparently tricked his family into believing he had gotten a job with the Star Alliance carrier. However, according to the Hindustan Times, his closest qualification to the airline industry was a 12-month aviation and hospitality course he completed in Mumbai in 2020. Singh is facing criminal charges for falsifying documents for the purposes of cheating and dishonesty. This is also not the first time that this has occurred at the Delhi airport. Simplifying reports, back in 2019, an individual dressed up as a Lufthansa pilot in a bid to try to skip the long queues at the airport. The culprit, Rajad Mahbubani, got to gate 52 in Terminal 3 before he raised a few eyebrows. He was waiting for his AirAsia flight to Kolkata when he aroused suspicions. AirAsia called Lufthansa to verify his identity, and Lufthansa swiftly dispatched security to the gate. In travel news, Singapore Airlines extends flight times between Asia and Europe in an attempt to avoid Iranian airspace due to the conflict between Iran and Israel. Travel and Tour World reports. A Singapore Airlines spokesperson indicated that all flights connecting Singapore to major European cities such as Amsterdam, Brussels, Copenhagen, Frankfurt, along with flights to New York's JFK and Newark airports, are currently taking alternative longer routes. This adjustment also affects Scoot, Singapore Airlines' low-cost subsidiary, which has extended the flight duration for Singapore to Athens route. Despite these extended flight times, Singapore has ensured that no flights have been cancelled. They are actively assisting passengers who might face disconnections due to the changes, offering reaccommodations on alternative flights. The airline continues to monitor the situation closely and may adjust flight paths as necessary to ensure passenger and crew safety, which remains their top priority. All of this is in response to the current geopolitical conflicts between Israel and Iran. Both claim it's a response to previous attacks on their soil. Singapore is not the only airline doing this, but Lufthansa, Austrian Airlines, and Qantas are responding similarly. Singapore, along with other carriers, plan to implement these adjustments until further notice. In engineering news, AirAsia eyes Chinese aircraft manufacturer Comac for future fleet growth. Group advisor to AirAsia Tony Fernandez claims that the carrier is not ruling out the possibility of adding Comac aircraft to the fleet growth. Flight Global reports. Speaking at a media event in Kuala Lumpur on April 26, Fernandez, who is also chief executive Malaysia-based Capital A, said that the airline group could look at, quote, other aircraft manufacturers to boost its fleet in the long term amid a long wait time for new narrow-body aircraft delivery slots at Airbus. Fernandez says AirAsia, quote, will be foolish not to look at the programs as the airline group grows its fleet in the long term. He did not specify which of Comac's two in-production aircraft, the C919 narrow-body or ARJ21 regional jet, he was referring to. While AirAsia still remains a key customer with Airbus, having close to 400 Airbus planes in production, this comes on the heels of ongoing production delays and quality control issues affecting Airbus and Boeing aircraft. The manufacturer Comac hopes to break the Airbus-Boeing duopoly in the narrow-body market. The C919 made its international debut at the 2024 Singapore Air Show in February and embarked on a showcase tour around Southeast Asia, including Malaysia, in the subsequent months. The type entered commercial service with launch customer China Eastern Airlines in late May of 2023. So far, the manufacturer has only attracted orders from Chinese operators. In other news, a Delta Airlines flight returns to JFK due to an emergency slide deploying in mid-flight. The slide fell off the Boeing 767 just after takeoff from JFK Airport. ABC reports the pilots of Delta Airlines Flight 520 from New York to Los Angeles reported vibrations and a banging not long after takeoff. The plane turned around and landed back at JFK at 8:35 a.m. after spending roughly 33 minutes in the air, according to the FAA. Delta said in a statement, quote, upon inspection, crews determined that an emergency slide from one of the Boeing 767's exits had separated from the aircraft and are working to determine where the slide landed. The airline also said, quote, Delta is fully supporting retrieval efforts and will fully cooperate in investigations. The 33-year-old airplane was taken out of service and the passengers were placed on another flight to Los Angeles, according to the FAA. No other details have been released at this time.